So if you want to start drawing, well, stop thinking about it. Like many people make excuses like I'm thinking about it. Oh, I'm waiting for this particular thing to finish before I can start drawing. Bullshit. You're not gonna start like this. The timing will never be right, no matter what you do. The right time to start something, it will never be right. You have to start in the imperfect time to actually progress and continue in that thing. Look, you don't have 1,000 years to live. Humans don't live that long. And if you're just spending your time thinking about starting something, well, you're already set up for ruin. So I just say that, bro, just turn your brain off and start. It's as simple as that. You don't even have to do some crazy illustration. Just grab a piece of paper and draw whatever, just something. Just put something on the paper. That's it. And oh, and another excuse that is similar to this is like people say that, oh, it's too late to start for me to start now, or I'm too old for this. If only I started sooner when I was younger. To that, well, everyone thinks that in everything. You're always too late to start something. Everyone thinks that, okay? You could have always started it sooner. Like, I'm 20, and even I think that I'm starting too late and I should have done this sooner. But I cannot change that, so I just started now. If if you really like something and want to do something, then get a bit angrier, bro. It's your fucking life. You have to start doing it. No one else will tell you when to do it or give you time off to do it. It's your life. You have to take it. Whatever time you can get. 5 minutes? No problem. You can still do it in 5 minutes. You can draw something in 5 minutes, right? That's enough for a practice. If you just keep thinking that it's too late for you to start or it's not the right time yet, then you're just gonna live your entire life in regret. And that's not a good place to be. You know that better than I do. You got a job, school, then you don't have to make drawing your full-time occupation. Just do it on the side. Do it instead of the 1 hour of game or TV that you do. Because drawing is literally more fun than that stupid game or TV show. The show won't get you as much enjoyment as this will. If like drawing, if you actually want to do something and like you actually enjoy it. This could be like anything. Don't it doesn't have to be drawing. Bro, the graveyard is already full of people who didn't do what they wanted to do in life. Don't be one of them. Please, don't. Your excuses are just gonna keep you lazy forever. If you like something bad enough, then do it. You're gonna keep this related to drawing since that's what the fucking channel is about. You can use this advice anywhere. Now, if after all of that you didn't fall asleep and you have a tiny flame in you that you want to draw, then well, you need to watch out for a few things before actually starting. Or if you have already started, then you probably know that there is a lot, and I mean a lot, of information on the internet and misinformation. And well, most of the time we just don't know who to listen to. There are like 50 people telling 50 different ways of doing something. It's like a lot. When you're like trying to learn something, that's a lot, and you can easily get overwhelmed, which could possibly be another reason or another excuse of yours to not start. Like, oh, there's just so much information, I don't know where to even start drawing. What should I even do? So you just never start. Well, it's simple. Just don't consume the information. Everyone knows how to draw a box or a circle, right? A triangle, a cone. Yeah, that's like the very basic. Just master that down. Draw the circles and different shapes and different angles and try to rotate. When you get that down, then you can just try to rotate them in space, in 3D space. And after you have like mastered the basics, which will be boring, it can get boring very easily, but if again, if you want it bad enough, you're gonna do it anyways. Once you have mastered the basics, find out artists, like their art style that you like, not tutorials, not some time lapses. Well, I guess time lapses are good, but like find out artists who like draw a particular way that you just look at it and go, man, this is how I want to draw. I don't care how difficult this is, I want to draw like that. Find out artists like that and just find out particular things that they use in their art style and just try to learn them. Like, I've seen videos on YouTube where like they're analyzing someone else's art style and breaking it down into pieces of what skill that actually is. So you can just watch those types of videos if there is one and just go from there. And you will actually have fun because you will be seeing the result in front of you. Your art will be improving piece by piece exactly the way you want to draw it. That is like if you have the basics down. Without the basics, then. One thing more I would like to add is that your brain can come up with 1,000 excuses to not do something, but very often you only need that one good reason to actually start, and that's what you need. That's all you need to start. Just, you just need that one single good reason that outweighs the excuses. And if you have gone through all the excuses and you're like, finally, okay, I want to start. I'm burning with passion to start. Before you do, hold on. There's some hard parts which you should keep in mind for everything, not just art, but anything that you might start or try. The hard part is that nothing is easy. Nothing, not a single thing. Everything, if you're doing at some point, it will need effort, a lot of it. So don't just start something just because it looks good, or you just looked at the more fun side and you got excited. I have done that. I have done that most of my life. I would just look at the good side of something and then I would just fucking start in that and I go full force into that thing only to find out like the fun part makes up like 10% of the entire process. The end result, basically. That's the fun part. And that just makes like 10% of it. But the other 90%, which is the progress and the actual work, that's not as fun and that's not what I signed up for. But since it's like most of it niche, whatever you may call it, I'll just call it niche. I cannot think of a word. And since the 90% makes is the main part of the niche, well, you cannot just drop it. That's the process to get to the fun part. But that's not what I signed up for. And so I end up quitting. So don't be like me. If you want to start something, then grab a piece of paper, grab a pen, make like 2 columns of pros and cons. You know where I'm getting at. So write down the pros and write down the cons of starting this and actually continuing in this. Fill out the page and ask yourself, do you want to do this thing despite all this bad stuff? Which is my mistake. I did not do this and I suffered because of it. So ask yourself this question before you start. Do you really want this despite all of this bad stuff? And not just the pros, not just the good part. Don't just look at the good part. Look at both, compare it, have a calm mind, and then take the decision. Because as I said before, you don't have an infinite amount of time to live. So you have to use it wisely. And this is how you use it wisely. Well, if you didn't sleep this far into the video, then let's get into something less serious, yeah? Which is to keep it enjoyable and sustainable. Now, what do I mean by that? A lot of people, like myself, when we are starting something, we have a lot of enthusiasm and energy because, well, it's something new, it's something novel. That's how our brains are wired. We put in a lot of effort in starting something. But as the novelty wears off, as we get more used to something, we tend to fall off. It's not as enjoyable to us anymore. And uh, uneventfully, eventually, we just stop doing that thing. I didn't know this part. I never heard it. If you have, then good for you. I didn't. So I was like, I went to the maximum effort that I can put, like, in drawing when I was starting a few months ago. So I put the maximum effort that I can physically put in, and then I would just dial it back a little. Like I went to 100% effort, then I came back to around 70, 60 to 70%, and like just focus on maintaining that, because that way the novelty will not run out as quickly, and it will give me the time to actually build the habit of doing something and enjoying it. So I did this with drawing, and it actually worked. Like I wasn't feeling drained out or just not wanting to do the thing. Yeah. I actually wanted to do this even like 10, 15 days later, which has never happened before. I would do something for 5 days straight, and then I would just have to push myself through discipline. I wouldn't actually seek out that thing. But it's been like, what, 2, 3 months? And I still wake up and want to draw. I just grab for my book. Oh, that's a good point. The good point is that if, let's say, you don't have the time to actually draw, like you have a job or something, then you can just take your sketchbook, put it on your desk, and or the tablet, wherever you draw. It doesn't matter. Just put this on your desk or the table, wherever you like play game or watch TV, or just your unwinding activities at the end of the day. Just put it there so you can just grab the sketchbook instead of, let's say, the remote, the TV remote. You can just grab the sketchbook instead of that for your unwinding period. What that will do is like it will help you unwind, and you're progressively building the skill. So that's a win-win. One last thing to take away from this video, if let's say you didn't watch the video and just magically skipped to this point, I would just like you to take one thing from this video. if nothing else. Every excuse sounds reasonable, and that's why they're dangerous. The moment you start negotiating with yourself, man, you've already lost. So decide what you want and act before your mind can talk you out of it. Just that. If you don't take anything else from this video, just take this. And you're golden. Bye bye.